Denise Stargazer, and this is your March 2022 Tarot Insight reading. Sagittarius. Okay, so before I do any of these readings, I sit and I meditate for a little bit, and I just determine what your guides want you to know and in what direction the energy is flowing. So for Sagittarius, it was quite literally in my meditation, like I felt like a balloon trying to lift off the ground. So I felt this intense pull to getting out of your comfort zone. And you know, that's not difficult for Sagittarius because your fiery self loves an adventure. But this is a little different. This is kind of like you've been holding back. You have been waiting for the perfect time to strike, the perfect opportunity to move in. But that opportunity is just not happening in your time frame. And so the result for you could be that you're feeling super antsy. You might be bored. You might be feeling like you're not fulfilled from your work or your relationship. And let me tell you, that, that energetically is exactly how it felt to me. So let's get the cards ready. This is for Sagittarius. As usual, the holy water on me and the cards. Here we go. Okay, Sagittarius. I love tarot because it's so accurate. Okay, this one, the second one, it's giving me a hard time. So remember when I said that things feel like they're getting intense, the energy is just rising and it feels like you've been sitting back, like waiting, wondering when things are going to happen. The Seven of Cups, my dear. So the Seven of Cups, what are you going to choose? The card of choice. And this is almost like being afraid that if you choose the wrong thing, that it's going to like blow up in your face, which could be part of the reason you've been holding yourself back a little bit. Plus the idea that you don't know if you deserve everything that is coming to you. So the Nine of Pentacles reversed, especially with this Seven of Cups, it's time. It's time for you to make the choices. It's time for you to realize that you do have value and worth. And maybe taking a risk is a good thing. Even though I got this reverse through Pentacles for you, this is typically it's about collaboration, contracts, business planning, finding abundance, money. In reverse, I'm gonna pair it up with this Lady of Leisure in reverse too. What do you hold back? Because this energy feels like it's lifting off the ground. I mean, it quite literally feels like this current that is like pulling you into your highest self and into your dream state, your destiny state. Don't limit collaboration. If somebody comes to you with an idea, especially this month of March, because we're going into spring equinox at the end of March on the 20th, if you have somebody who's presenting an idea to you that feels, pretty good, say yes. This is a month of active manifestation. We haven't been able to manifest this effectively on the earth plane, I don't think ever. Part of this is because we have these conjunctions and we have the sun that's coming into Jupiter and Jupiter is expansive and that happens on the 5th. So that creates confidence. It helps you find your true self, do the things that you've been putting off. Take the risk that is calculated that supports you with abundance, okay? So Sagittarius, I'm a Sagittarius. So I'm gonna be doing the same thing. Oh, interesting. So ultimately, okay, so we have this Ten of Swords that's showing up, and this is a card of completion. It looks horrendous, right? It's like, oh my God, the guy's stabbed. Yeah, things are done. They're so done, in fact, that you have to realize that however you used to believe you could make money, or however you used to believe that relationships would work for you, or however you used to believe your health was, there needs to be a new beginning. There needs to be a transformation when it comes to some of those old ideas because they are not serving you anymore. And listen, 10s are cool in the tarot because 10s tell me that something behind you is done, absolutely done. But then the next thing is getting ready to start anew. And obviously with spring energy, things are coming back into play when it comes to, spring. Spring is refreshing and newness. And this also applies to you, Sagittarius. So give yourself an opportunity to find the people and the circumstances that help you be seen and that help you feel like you're ready for the next steps. Queen of Swords, I always feel like royalty are people around you. Queen of Swords is very grounded. She's super knowledgeable, and she has these butterflies on her crown because she's all transformational and she has them in her throne. So you're transforming. You are literally transforming. And I know that is true too because the Judgment card shows up. Spiritual transformation is a part of the Judgment card, but this is also like reconciling your past. By the way, Judgment is really intense with this Ten of Swords. Judgment is, you have to make a choice. You have to decide, is that asshole behind you going to be part of your future? Or are you cutting him loose? Judgment does not take any prisoners. I'm going to tell you right now. And I mean, it's divine guidance. So if you have a spiritual practice, maybe you could agree that in March, you're just going to dial in that spiritual practice. Why not? Because this is that. This is that. Judgment is also spirituality, a spiritual awakening, if you will. Gotta come to terms with the past, though. Last 3 cards for you. Yeah, it's just this kind of stuck energy. It's okay, though, because listen. Oh, this is so good. You're so intuitive and so psychic. Hello, High Priestess, the most psychic card that I believe is present in the tarot deck. She's ruled by the moon, and she goes deep. So one of the things about you is that you don't want to just sit around a table and have a conversation about the weather. Hail to the no. You want to have a conversation about the meaning of life. You want to have people around you that want to talk about like philosophy and theories and ideas. And this High Priestess is absolutely a part of that. So finding the people, again, relationship renewal. Let's call, that's great. I love that. Thank you, guys. Let's call Sagittarius, your month of March, your relationship renewal month. I love it. It's perfect because you're not stuck. Don't believe it. This is like self-inflicted. I know it looks horrendous, but the truth is that there's this castle behind her. She's waiting to go into the next phase. You're not stuck. Sometimes your conservative ways get you in trouble. I'm just gonna be honest. Conservative meaning almost like you overthink stuff and you get set in your ways. Ooh. And that can definitely make you feel stuck. So Emperor is strong. He's a provider. He's very like succinct. He has a plan and a schedule. If you have been off track, especially with your health, I keep getting like bumps from my guides around Sagittarius for your health. If you have a natal chart, so if you follow astrology, I want you to look in your natal chart and see, number 1, where is your moon right now in transit? So go find out where your moon is. And if it's anywhere in or near the 6th house, that is definitely a reason to change your health focus. What does that mean? It's like drink some green drinks every day or ride a bike or do something that makes you feel connected to your body, because there could be some energy around this that is showing up as sabotage for your health. And that is not going to serve you. And this High Priestess ultimately wants you to trust your gut instinct. You're very perceptive, Sagittarius. Let's do one more card. Let's hope it's a good one. Oh, honey, the Queen of Pentacles. She's been showing up a lot. If you go back through any of these other March readings that I'm doing here on YouTube, she's showing up a lot. She's just like super nurturing, mothering. She's kind of like the grandmother that you would go to and she'd be like, here's some pocket money. And she'd open up her cutesy little coin purse and she'd pull out some crumpled bills and fold them out and then give them to you, and you could go to the store and get a pack of gum. Like this is that, excuse me, this is that Queen of Pentacles. She's just loving. And this could be somebody around you that totally gets you and totally wants you to find your truth, you psychic mofo. You're an amazing psychic. Go for it. I'm serious. This card shows up when people who are seeing this message, because I truly believe the right people watch these messages. This is somebody who's showing up to let you know that you have so much intuition. You just have to know how to activate it and use it. Okay, Sagittarius, go forth and be intuitive. Good luck in March. I'll see you next month.